Hey guys, thanks for tuning in for another video. This time we're going to be doing Formula V instead of that Mazda racing series there. This is more of an open wheel thing, so a little bit more similar to IndyCar or Formula 1, just very low level. We're jumping right into qualifying here. Um, Fairly clean qualifying for, I guess what I would call clean. I did end up having a little bit of a spin-off here, going through one of the chicanes. Braked a little bit too hard, trying to turn at the same time. Not going to happen very well at that point. It's actually coming into this chicane here. I braked a little too much while turning, so lost the back end, spun out. The guy behind me tried to basically follow me. And then we had two other guys that I'm guessing probably did the same thing, those two right there. So we're going to reset to the pit lane and start a new flying lap from here. Basically, at this point, I already used up the one lap that was supposed to be a really good qualifying lap, but at this point, we'll make the best of it. The guy ahead of me, he's doing the same thing, but he ends up slowing down at one point a little bit more than I was hoping he would. So I'm gonna actually have to pass him on the outside, or I guess inside, coming into the chicane. That's gonna happen here in just a minute. Coming into this little, I guess, straight into a turn, kind of a weird corner. I'm going to actually take the inside. He's going to move in. I'm going to take the inside line. That's fine. He moved over, so that was fine with me. I could have used the curb a little bit more there, but I'll get used to it. I'm still getting used to sim racing. A lot of you guys are going to probably say, why are you using the racing line? At this point, I still need it. Still getting into sim racing. Not really comfortable with it yet. That guy, not sure what happened with him. Probably just spun off. Not sure how he spun though. It's a pretty straight corner flat out, so didn't have to brake at all. But either way, we're going to move right into the race here. Ended up qualifying P6, so 6th place. We're going to start off right from 6th there. Didn't have that great of a start. Buddy on the right of me decides to move up, so I drop down a place. At this point, it's not about your physical place among the other cars. That guy gets a little overexcited and spins out. But this time, it's not about where you place among the other drivers physically, it's your lap time. So the best lap time, you have, I believe it was 12 or 13 minutes during this session to put in your best lap times among other drivers. Basically at this point, I get pulled right in behind this guy, really close. I'm going to take the inside line. He goes really wide through the corner into the chicane. I'm going to fly past him, no problem at all. Not that overtaking is a super big part right in this kind of a session, but it doesn't hurt to get used to doing it. Pretty much flat out from here. Don't left off the brake at all through that corner. Really long right-hander right into the straight. Pretty clean so far. We've only had one or two little incidents there. Nothing too major though. No one's gone flying off the track or been punted off. I'm actually going to come into this turn a little bit too much, put a little bit too much angle, and lose the back end yet again. Not a problem though. These two guys go past me very safely. I try not to rejoin right in the middle. Try to stay off to the left as much as possible, and we're going to cruise around for another lap. Really actually happy that it's not a physical placement of where you finish. Doesn't matter where you finish just physically among the other drivers. I'm just glad it was a lap time, because that one would have been bad. I probably would have come around like P7. Gonna go through this chicane here again, starting to clean it up a little bit, getting used to taking a little bit more of the curb. It's gonna stay fairly clean, like I'm not gonna have to do a lot of overtaking. This guy's gonna get we're gonna get a little close here coming into the straight. I just go flat out through this corner, don't even lift off the gas at all. 4th gear. These things only actually have 4 gears, so a little bit of getting used to. But then I'm just gonna pull up right next to him, behind him, and then we're gonna go into the next corner. I'm gonna have a pretty clean overtake of him. Different angle here, kind of nice to see a little bit of a different angle. This guy's going to get a little bit excited and take too much of the curb and lose it. We're actually going to go back and take another look at that from this angle. That way you get to see the overtake. and how close sometimes it can be when you actually do go for a little quick pass. And then he's going to lose it, go off the track a little bit, as you see there, right into the tire wall. Doesn't affect us at all. This guy tries to go for a pass on the inside. Just kind of kept him in my mirrors. Moved over just a touch, that way I kept him behind me. Tried to impede his lap time as much as I can because I didn't want to give up too much of my own. But I didn't want him to get any better. I take a little bit almost too much of the corner, almost lose it, but then those two guys probably touched and had to try to avoid them as they rejoined the track. Nothing to be concerned about though, because clean sail through the corner, lose a few guys behind me. I'm not too concerned at this point. We're pretty home free from here. There's not a whole lot of cars in front of me here. I don't catch up to a lot of them until a little bit later in the race here, which we're going to transition to now. A little bit of a different angle, right from the top of the cockpit. Kind of a different angle to see. I like it. You see a lot of the Formula 1 esports and sim drivers doing it. Have an angle to go to, but this is nice and neat here. You can see go through the chicane right from the right suspension there. Took a little bit of a late braking angle into that, so I lost a little bit of time on that lap. At this point, I believe I'm currently P5 or in 5th place. So nothing terrible. Moved up a couple of places from the beginning of the race. From here, it's just going to be a lot of just driving the same lap, trying to improve times. Not a whole lot of action yet. Soon, though, we're going to put in a real good lap time. This is probably one of the better laps until I go into this corner and take a really wide line and almost take out the curb and almost lose the whole front of the car there. Flying through this one, trying to get as much of the corner as possible. Basically, at this point, try to exploit the track limits as much as you can. I could have even gone a little bit wider there, but still new to this, so still getting used to it. Try to get as close to the edge as possible. Basically try to drive on the edge, not necessarily the track, but basically know when you're on the edge of the car's limits is kind of a good way to be. Take this corner nice and smooth this time. This has actually been one of the worst corners I've had to take. I always end up either going in too hard and fast and then go really wide, or basically just spin it like I did at the very beginning of the race there in the second lap. Then it starts to get a lot smoother coming through this turn. Big long right-hander, and then come into the chicane, start getting that down, starting to take a lot more of the curbs. Makes it a lot better for your lap times. Like, this is probably one of my best runs through that. Take it nice and smooth. We're going to jump ahead a little bit further here. We're getting up towards the end of the race now. At this point, I am P4, I believe. Almost lost it there. Back end started to slide. Managed to catch it. That happened once or twice actually through the race. Just went a little bit too hard in the gas, a little bit too early, and almost lost it, but managed to keep it in line. This is probably one of my best flying laps yet. This is going to move us a little bit closer to P3, up to 3rd place. Had a little bit of action on the track up ahead of us. Nothing to be concerned about for us though. They're off the track. They didn't rejoin right in the middle. Pretty clean through the chicane. This is going to be actually the last lap that I end up doing as a really, really good lap. This is actually the last lap of the race. Coming up behind this guy, he starts slowing down quite a bit through the last turn here. I was on the gas the whole time. Didn't want to let off. Didn't want to give any more lap time than I needed to. Managed to get super close to him. Managed to overtake him, and actually coming through over the finish line here. That was my best lap of the race and moved up into P3 or 3rd place. So on the last lap, managed to pull it out to a podium finish. Dig a little bit of a victory lap going around here, and was super happy with that race. Super impressed that everyone stayed clean, and that I was actually able to pull out another podium finish from the last race that I had there in the Mazda series. So starting off strong, trying to keep it as clean as possible, trying to improve, move up in the rankings a little bit. But I appreciate you guys stopping in and watching the video. Feel free to check out my Instagram as well. I will link that in the description below. And once again, thanks for stopping by. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so and help the channel grow. Leave a like, leave a comment if you like the video or anything like that. I'm always open to some feedback. And once again, thanks for stopping by, guys. Stay classy, and we'll catch you in the next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.